Hey my friends, Matt Ferguson here, and today, sorry about that, just had my wife text me, interrupt me here. Anyways, today I want to go over a little training with you on YouTube and how to generate leads right from YouTube. This is a really cool strategy, and I've used YouTube for a while now to generate leads. And there are some specific strategies that you can use, or techniques, in order to get your YouTube video on the first page, because the first page is extremely important. I mean, that's where most of the clicks come from. And I just want you to think of this: when you go to Google and you search something in Google, you're not going to page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Usually you're staying on the first page. Now there are some cases where you might go to the second, third, fourth, whatever. But most of the time, I mean, studies have shown that people just stay on the first page, and it's usually within the first, 3, 4, 5 posts that get clicked the most. So I just want to show you something with YouTube on how to get your video ranked. And please don't mind me, I just have a frog in my throat this morning. So first of all, let's go YouTube. Yay! Okay, so first of all, let's head on over to Google here, and I just want to show you something. So there's something called keywords. Okay, so it's called keywords. And keywords are what people are specifically typing into Google or YouTube. So I'm just going to give you an example, one of my videos that ranks and gets me leads. Anyways, so let's go MLM prospecting online. Now you'll notice here that on Google here, I am the second spot on Google. Okay? These two up here, these are actually, someone is actually paying Google to have these up here, and these ones here are free. So all the ones down here are all free. You'll notice here I am number 2 on the list. So I'm going to share with you how I was able to do that. And let's go over to YouTube as well. Oh, another thing is, a lot of people will say, well, yours is coming up on first, second, third because you're signed in. And you'll notice up here I am not signed in. When I go over to YouTube here, I am not signed in. So when I go up here and I type in MLM prospecting online, you will notice I am the first on the page here. I am first page. These ones here, these top 2, again, people are actually paying to have that. I have this here, I'm not paying, and it is completely free. So that's something that's really cool. So let's go back here. And let me show you how I did that. A couple strategies, and this is something that you can use as well. You know what? What the heck? I'm just going to go new. Okay, this is just showing you don't have to be a techie to do this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's go bigger here. Go bigger. Go home, right? Okay. So the first thing that you need to, oh my gosh, anyways, the first thing you need to do is you need to come up with a keyword. So what are people searching, right? What are people looking for? So the first thing is your keyword. You know what? I'm going to go to Notepad. It's going to be way easier for me to just type this out rather than having to paint it out. So number 1 is your keyword. Okay, you need to find a keyword that people are searching. So some examples could be, if you're targeting people in MLM, you could find some big hitters. So I mean, there's Avon, right? So people could be searching Avon, but Avon is it's too broad. You need to target it down a bit. So you could go Avon lead generation. If I could spell Avon lead generation, etc., etc. Okay, you pick your keyword that you think people are searching for. And actually, you know what? When you join our team, we have a training on keyword research that will show you exactly how to find keywords and whatnot. So that's a benefit of joining our team. Second tip here is what you need to do is when you are on YouTube. So first of all, you need to pick the keyword that you want to target, and then you want to upload it to YouTube. Now, the first thing is, oh my gosh, Ferguson. That's a terrible frame to pause on. Okay, anyways, let's get off of that. Okay, so the second thing is what you want to name your video. So you want to name your video your keyword. Okay, so that's what you're going to name the file. That's very important. The second thing is, third thing is you want to have your keyword in the title. So you'll notice here on my YouTube, you'll notice that I have my keyword right in the title. Okay, MLM prospecting, learning about MLM prospecting online so you don't have to bother friends, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's important. So you want to have that in your title. The fourth thing that you want to have is you want to have your keyword in your description. You want to have a few paragraphs just explaining. So you'll see here I have a few paragraphs here. And you just want to put your keyword in each paragraph. So you'll see that MLM prospecting online, MLM prospecting online, MLM prospecting. So you want to have a few paragraphs, have your keyword right in the paragraph, and that's important as well. The fifth thing is you want to have your website link in your description. So here's mine, so that's where people click and they'll be taken to a page. Now, an important thing is you should always have the link going to your blog post or to one of your own websites. You don't want to have your company website in there, and the reason why is you don't want to be sending people to a website that's not owned by you, right? When you send traffic to that website, you're just benefiting the company, right? You want to benefit yourself. So that's a really important thing, is to put your blog post or one of your own websites into the description where people will click and you're actually benefiting from that traffic. That's something that's going to generate you leads. Now, I went through this pretty quick, but I'll just leave this up here so you can pause the video or whatnot, but make sure that you do this. So you want to pick your keyword, you want to name your video, you want to put the keyword in the title, keyword in the description, and then you want to have your website link in your description so you know where to send people. And of course, you want to be sending someone somewhere where they're going to put their information in so you can generate a lead. Alright, so on to the next thing. So that was the YouTube part. Now, there's another thing that I want to show you here. And this is a really cool strategy. Is Fiverr. Oh, it's not two E's, it's two R's. Fiverr.com. A lot of marketers actually don't know about this website, but you can come here and you can have people do a ton of stuff for you for $5. Like it's unreal. So here's what I want you to search. I want you to search for a link wheel. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what this actually is. You can learn that when you join our team. But now what I do is I go by rating. I always go by rating. Because you want to pick someone, you want to pay someone who has the best results, who's getting the best results out there. So when you click on rating here, when Fiverr decides to load, is I always pick the first 2 or 3. Okay? So, I'd go with this guy here, $5. I'd go with this guy here for $5, and I'd go with this guy here for $5. So that's going to cost me $15. Another thing I want to search is link pyramid. And same thing, I'd pick the first 2 or 3. That's going to help you get your video to the top of Google and on YouTube. Okay? Now, I know some people are going to be saying, well, you know what, I don't want to spend money and whatnot. And the thing is, that's not the mentality you should have as a business owner. Okay, in order to make money, you need to spend money. So is it worth it for me 15, 20 bucks to get my video on the top where most people are going to be clicking, which is going to generate me the most leads? Because the thing is, the more leads you have looking at your opportunity and your offer, the more signups you're going to get. Okay? That's very important. If you're not willing to put a couple bucks into your business to generate leads and whatnot, well, I mean, that's just kind of a employee mindset. And you gotta have that shift. You gotta switch it over. You gotta shift over to having a business mindset. So that is something that you can absolutely do. So, take massive action. Go out there and make a video. And if you're one of these people that are saying, well, I'm shy and I don't want to hop on video and whatnot, let me tell you, I used to be that person. Okay, I used to see people make videos and I knew it was very powerful and I had to do it. And I set my camera up, and I'm not even kidding, like, it took me hours, because every time I said or oh geez, my hair is not looking perfect, who cares, right? Just go out there and do it. The more you do, the more you're gonna get better at it, right? My first video was terrible, but I don't really care, right? So take action, get out of that comfort zone, shoot a video, and do exactly the steps that I taught you here, and you're going to see yourself get some results from it. Now, there is way more training that we have inside of our team. So what I want you to do is, if you want to get started with our team and learn a lot more on how to generate leads and start blogging and all that stuff to build your business, then click the link below. Okay? You're going to be taken to a page, and it's going to show you what our team, or it's going to show you about our team and what we've been able to do to help other people with their business. So go ahead, click the link below. I look forward to seeing you, and make it an awesome day. Take care.